am I doing? Oh, why is that all wonky for? Oh, it's all wonky. I can't do it like that. Don't know what. Oh, hold on. I know what I'm doing. Gotta do this first. It's all wonky. I'm just. A lot of this is experimental, so I'm trying to say that. Okay. Well, what I do is I put that on there, and I'm ready to go, aren't I? So I'm going to do some puzzle streaking. Oh no, I'm going to play in a tournament till the end of the road. Okay, I'm going to play. I've got my woolly hat on. I have to turn the heater down a bit. Can hardly move. Am I playing here? Yeah, I think so. Now the time's showing. Yay! The time's showing. There's a chat box showing. Yeah, the chat box is showing, but it's on the left-hand side. Okay, I might be able to see chat. Refresh chat. I don't know. I think I'm doing that. Excuse my stomach. You might be able to hear my stomach, but this is my first cup of coffee. I'm looking to go back to Dunedin. Just come from there and I'm going back, probably. Don't know, I'll see what happens. I'm going to do some chess first. Don't know if I'm tuning up on the thing. Just been watching the Grandmaster, Fido Master. They just play chess so well, don't they? Well, I've been here, done that. I've got these two bishops, but Black's got the knight. The knight's quite good. Where's the bishop queen going to go? Is she going anywhere? I'm still learning chess. I don't know how long I'm going to play for today or this morning. It's cold in Dunedin and Christchurch. I mean, it's cold in Christchurch. Yeah, so it's a wee bit wriggly for Black. Black has to wriggle a bit. Boom. Boom. Better be careful here with I don't know what I'm doing. Still don't know what I'm doing. Still don't know what I'm doing. He does, eh? It's quite good, isn't it? Oh dear. Go here. Don't know what I'm doing. Now threaten this. Maybe no one looks at me anymore. Oh dear, they're playing all the right moves. Try to get in. It's not about just, yeah, so I'm 333 versus 313, 312, and now my opponent's playing this quite well. Actually, not quite sure how to progress. If I'm meant to progress, might not be meant to progress. I've got this wee pocket there on G6, and I don't want to, what? Maybe I should blast with G5. That will leave maybe I should go G4. Don't know. And then play Queen G3, and then G5, and swap off my bad, and try to end up with the white squared bishop better than black's, because black's sort of playing not sort of advancing much. This way, if I go here, then I'm worried about Queen G3, you see. I mean, Queen D8 or Queen E7 pinning my G-pawn. Now I'm worried about that. I'm going to try to swap the girls off. Just have the bishops, and then move my king up to here and play G5, wanting to swap this dark square bishop off for that knight. Is my plan. Oh dear. Maybe I can still do that plan, and then end up with a better bishop. Now, what's happening on the other side, Dave? If we get... No, we're going to have to take this, aren't we? I'm not going to leave that there. My opponent's playing what I would call really well. Now, if he goes back to there again, if he goes back to, I don't know, I'm going to end up with I'll get rid of this knight, I think. Might be a big mistake. And then I'm going to come around here, and I'm going to play against this bishop now. Now he's playing fast. What am I doing, Dave? I'm going to set this up. That was nice, thanks. That was good. You dropped the ball there. You dropped the ball. Drop a ball. Now we're going to come here and here. See, a lot of chess in the endgame is scheming. A lot of it, all of it is, basically. So we're just playing drafts. Oh. Do I like that for him? Oh, I don't know. I don't think so. Oh, that could be quite cunning, couldn't it? Felt. Shall we play B6? And then B6. I'll play B6. I think shall I play B6? Oh, I'm glad you can just see a good lightning game. 5 minute is my primo. Take that. Oh, I think I think you are. We're gonna have to reorganise this. Quite good at in-game, eh? Oh, Black resigned. Wow. Yeah, that was quite an instructive in-game, wasn't it? My opponent did drop the ball by letting me have the b5 pawn by playing b5, and I went ab5, didn't I? And I won on time just before the tournament is over. Oh, wow. Cool. Now I like to do some, because I haven't actually said what I'm doing, and I wouldn't mind if someone tries out my chat feed. So if someone wants to just say blah, 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 like that, just doesn't matter what they say, I want to see if it comes up on the screen, because I've got the chat thing here, but don't know if it's working. Oh, there we go. Oh, so hello. Sorry, I've just refreshed the chat. Duh. I'm really green, eh? Just green as a New Zealander. I actually wondered, what am I going to do? How am I going to get any better? So, yeah, thank you very much for your compliment. I really appreciate it. I see what happened, I think. Yeah, anyway, I've got the puzzle streak now, so I'm going to go rook here, checkmate. I'm going to go rook here, check, bishop here. We're going to get rid of this bishop, and then we're going to push the H pawn. So the endgame is so good to know. Checkmate. Check. course. Well, we could move, but we're going to do this instead. Check. We have to do, I think we have to do this Sparky. And then we got this back rank issue with this bishop on here after rook f4, queen catches. Okay, bishop f6, rook f4, threatening the bishop, and then also threatening rook f1, check, and rook takes bishop. So we go queen takes, rook takes. It's all about move order. A lot of this is all about move order. I'm still learning how to play chess. Look, I just have shown you. Oh, what's the trick here, Dave? Oh, okay. It's not a trick. It's just now the rook isn't there anymore to defend the knight or something. Whatever. This is a simple knight fork. Not really simple, but take the queen, not the rook. Here we've got, yeah, it's getting a wee bit tricky, isn't it? Huh? Trickier. I think I'm going to play, queen d5 check, but I have lost on move one. So yeah, that was not a bad game, was it? I don't know why my thing went to scene 1 instead of new scene. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm going to play this, I think. Thing is, why is this all of a sudden more difficult? So always a wee bit embarrassing. I'm just wondering if it's just real simple, and I think that queen d5 is the immediate move I think of. However, black has just king g7 and then king h6 after bishop e5. Check. Then after bishop e5 check, king h6. We've got bishop d6, have we? We got bishop d6? Yeah, we have. Okay. We got bishop d6 next move, and we threaten queen d2 after king h6. Something like that. I don't know. Gets a bit hazy, the brain. So now what's this going on here? What's this? e3. I have to think, what way are we going? Okay, we're going that way. I've just shown a great endgame. Now I'm doing what I call bridge building. I don't call it that. Aaron Nimzowitsch does. But I'm going to get check, you see. Make that a queen. Don't make that a rook. Don't be funny with this machine, because this machine will black one if we do it wrong. It's still a technique to win that endgame, by the way. That endgame is still needing some technique, whatever that word means. So don't do what I do often. Yeah, thank you very much for your comments, and thank you for letting me know that this thing's working. I need to move. I've got this 50, I think it's a 50-inch Panasonic TV, and the chat is on the left of the screen, if you get what I mean, and the of my visual, and the actual more unimportant things like me and the chessboard and the timer and all that are on the other. And so, what am I doing? I should have the chat on my right, which is actually on your left, over here, but it's over there. It's funny, eh? Because I'll be pointing to my left, because I am, but I'm pointing to my right. So it's really fun about those sorts of things. Anyway, I'm going to take the... That's right, I'm doing this, aren't I? See, black is now threatening f2. And if king f7, then rook e6, king e6, bishop h6. And we've got a loose bishop, see? Watch this. A loose bishop. Now we've got a checkmate, haven't we? Is it check? No. Oh, we haven't got a checkmate, doof. Who? It's a little bit more difficult than that. I just about lost it. Check. Mate. Now we've got check, check, and check. Mate. No, we've got checkmate here. Oh, I'm pretty bad, aren't I? You wouldn't think that I've done... So that's why I say I'm still learning how to play chess. It's true. I kid you not. I know I like kidding, but it's true. Now, once we play here, the king has to move somewhere. The king has a couple of moves, or queen takes knight. We're not looking at queen takes knight, but we could. But once we play knight f5, the beauty is of this knight f5 move is that there are only two ways to get out of a knight check at any time, at any point, unless the knight check is a discovery check, which is making it even, you can't even take anything either. So if the knight is given a discovery check as well, then itself, say it's opening up a bishop on c7 and the king's on g3 and the knight f5 check, you cannot take, you can only move your king out of a double check. But there are some instances that you can actually make happen on the board that refutes what I've just said. So anyway, back to the drawing board. So you can only get out of check from a knight two ways, by taking it or moving out. You cannot get out of check by moving something else in the way of the check as you can with other pieces or pawns. You can't do it with a pawn check. Oh, you probably can, because I'm not going to say can't, because can't is dead. So of course. So here we've got a wee situation of knight f5 check, okay? And if the king comes here, we've got g4 check, okay? And I'm not going to look at stupid moves like queen g4. Then we've got the king moves here, or here. No, you can't move there. So the king, sorry, g4, check, king g6. Then we have knight captures, discovery check on the king with the queen. And so we've just lifted this bishop for white. And it's check with the queen. So we have to forego the recapture of the bishop on d4, don't we? So here we go. Knight f5. Now, if king g6, same happens. Check. And so we win a piece and the game eventually. But it's still a mission to win the game. How much more can I do of this? Still having my coffee. I'm from New Zealand. But anyway, right, this is this. So I'm focusing mainly on the check, which is the best thing always to do. So HG7 check I'm looking at right now. I don't think that, because I'm having to be expedient here. Have to be quick here. I can't muck around. And I'm probably looking at checkmate straight away anyway. Probably missing something like checkmate straight away. So I'm going to take this first and capture on. I don't want to sort of move the pieces around on the board, if you get what I mean, because I feel like I'm cheating. So once I capture here, it's a little bit tangy because the pawns are so well advanced. So I'm not used to watching these sorts of things normally over the board. I don't usually get these sorts of chess positions myself. I wonder if, I don't want to sort of digress really. I quite like evolutionary things here too. I don't like just necessarily revolutionary things, although they are my favourite. I'm probably looking at some real basic, I'm going to take this. This is it. I'm just going to play it like it's lightning check. And now I saw this, by the way, before. I saw G7 check. Luckily. Is it luck? Yeah, I suppose it is. Now, I have to think, what colour am I? I'm black. Okay. Because you don't have to do that in a game. When you've been playing a game of chess for so long, you usually know what colour you're playing. Whereas when we get these things, they're really, really good for your brain to get around coping with difference on the chessboard. So that's what they're really good for. So that it keeps refreshing, and you get all these positions sent your way to try to, and especially in the puzzle storm, that's even better. And like I've got, my score is, I think if you look at my profile, it's, I think for puzzle storm it's about 36 in 3 minutes. So anyway, I know I have to keep the ball rolling, okay? So I'm going to go, I think, G3, do I go H? No, I don't go H3, but I think I go G3, and upon HG3, I play H3 and H2, I think. So I could lose this right now because I have to cope with this thing. So I can't take this. This is ridiculous. So I can throw that move out. This is my main move, my main candidate move, as we call it, of course. We all know that. So this is my main candidate move. Other moves might be e5, but like check, because it's a check. But then the king can come here and get into the nest of pawns that are quite threatening, really. Even though it's just 2 versus 2, I've got the knight there. So if I play g3, then if h3, then knight h3, I think. And I'm quite comfortable with the move g2 for threatening g1. So, and if hg3, I'm playing h3. Now we have a knight fork. And that's still, like I keep saying, that's still a job in itself to get the win. Now if here king h1, we have queen f1, checkmate of course. If king g3, if king h3, I said the square, queen g3 is checkmate. And that one is very easy. After knight f3 check, we have, even if the bishop takes on c5, we have, and the king goes to h1, we got queen f1 and queen g1, checkmate, capture the bishop. And if king h3 instead of king h1, we play queen h4, checkmate. It's very, very good to keep the visualization of what the position was beforehand. That will really help you in your game of chess, no matter where it's at. Now this one, we have some forcing moves, and they might have nothing to do with it. But I like this idea of check here and check and capture here, with the idea of queening square, as black threatens hardly anything. The thing is the king is still in the center. The king is primarily still in the center. And this, after knight g7, bishop g7 is forced, and then hg7 threatens g8 queen, and from there I'm not really looking into it too much because we have knight f8. But black has maybe captured this rook, okay? So after, boy, I can't hardly do any more of this. Knight g7, hg7. If rook h1, then first g8 queen, and then rook takes rook. If rook g8, new variation, knight g7, bishop g7, hg7, check to the rook, rook g8, okay? Then we have rook h8, and that thereby we threaten just rook takes rook, yeah? So after that, black has to make a decision, and can't really play this move because that's a bit dodgy, because we just take the rook with the pawn, check with the queen, and it's pretty horrible. And then we can do, at the very end, after the knight takes and the king takes, we can go, I think, I might be wrong, queen d8 check, and then this rook can come to g1, and it's checkmate very shortly. So anyway, we first play this move, and this move, and it won't even let me play all my analysis. How dare it? Now this is a juicy one. Now this is my favourite type of endgame. So what do we do? How do we get this one? This is a little bit more having to be careful not to swap off the rooks and end up in a kind of a drawn position. Because we've only got one pawn, and I might be talking complete nonsense. I am. I've just realised I'm talking complete nonsense. Because I'm just thinking about the bishop and the bishop. The white squared bishop and the dark squared bishop. And I'm thinking, oh, swap off. King g2, rook h3. What did I miss? Duh. I told you, I'm still learning chess, even at this age. I've got at 62, dc3, bc3, rook c3. Then king g2. What do I do? Not rook h3, but rook c2. And rook takes bishop on a2. But if I play here, it's going to be a draw at the very least. Well, it's going to be a draw. If I play here, it's a winning position, but I won't say it's completely won, because, yeah, it isn't. This pawn is pinned to the king, of course, with the queen. So can we do anything about that? This rook is very important, isn't it? This rook is very important. So I'm going to just ping it. And I'm going to ping it. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to not capture with the queen. I'm going to capture with this. Here we've got a motive that we all learn often in chess is check and mate. Okay? That is in most books. That sort of thing. Here, what do we do here? Okay. It's a bit sad, really. Okay, well, I see it. Do you see it? How do we get out of this predicament? Do we take this rook? Okay? Because this chess is all about candidate moves. Do we take this rook? Do we take the queen? Do we take this rook with the queen? What do we do? Actually, queen takes rook. It's not bad, is it? What do we do here? And we have to be careful of, the intermediate move. The Zwischenzug, or that's what I call it. But I know I'm meant to do it with a TS. I don't know how I do that. Even though I'm from Dutch parents, I don't know how I do that. So I have to look at I have to think outside the square and play this move. I hope you saw it. And it's a compulsion move, eh? Still a bit of work there to do for black players in that position. And I remember reading someone say, a grandmaster said, "This is the one position, you've won the piece." And a lot of people said, "Yeah, but that's all right for you to say, but you watch me just from here on in. I'll muck this really up." This is a wee bit chunk. Check to the pawn here. Okay. Now we can play d3, can't we? We play d3. Do we play d3? Or, oh no, we don't. We just do this, David. I was looking at this e-pawn, but I'm just going to do this. Not just, but, you know, that's the difference between a win in a game of chess and a loss. It's always there. Don't worry. I know all about it because it's true. Check. Just draw the king into the line of fire and then checkmate the king. So I know all about these sort of situations because I've been at the hand of my opponents, generally playing them against me. How much longer have I got for my situation? Let's check again. It's quite an interesting one, that, isn't it? G4, King H4, Bishop F6, King H5, all forcing moves. Could take the Queen. Wow. Take the Queen! Quick! Take the Queen. And impulse is dangerous in chess. We can win the Rook with Bishop F6, check after G4, and Bishop takes Rook. But we're not going to do that. Okay, we're going to do this. I saw this, of course. And Rook H2 checkmate. Now, this one, see, I heard just recently from the International Master, the initial move will be Rook C5 check. King G6, and then we're looking at this move. We're not looking at any other checks, and then we've failed. So it's easy to see this move, okay? Especially if you're the spectator. It's easier to see the move if you're the spectator. It is, of course. I'm glad you saw it. Rook D7 and Rook D7. Rook D7 check, Rook D7 and Rook D7 checkmate. Here we've got an ideal situation. And they give me a win already, but I just go, well, and here we got a woman FM we're playing against. We could just capture the Queen, can't we? But there is a better move, and that's this move here. Okay, well, we'll take this, and that's the end of that. So often we look at the first move, which is this, and we go, oh, grab the pawn, wow, get the pawn. But we have to sometimes just, because we're programmed to take, especially guys. So what we do here is play Rook C6 and Rook A7 checkmate. Had we done the other thing, we would have been in dire straits. Now this is a very interesting one, because now we've got, what do we do? How do we win this? Well, we have to look at this pawn here, I think. Now I'm looking at all the other things. I'm looking at, probably automatically, I'm looking at checks. And this is what Gotham Chess says, and everyone else says. Look for checks, captures and attacks. Well, I do that without thinking about that. Oh man, I'm in pain. I do that without thinking about those sorts of things. But I don't always put them in order. But here we could look at checks, and we might go Queen F7 or Queen E8 check. They look good checks. But upon King H4, I don't really see much else for white, so I have to gear it up. Maybe I'll go Queen F7, King H4, and King H4, 62. And it's very cold in New Zealand. Maybe I go Queen F7 check, but then I might just get King H6 again. So the key is to this, solving this position, is that pawn there. Why is that? Because the pawn is able to move, but the queen is here to bother me, isn't it? And capture like this, and all of a sudden black's got some equal strong pawns, namely straight away G4 and maybe King H4 to support. So we want to get rid of this queen, because this queen's dangerous for white players. And once we do, once we exchange the queens off, we're home and hosed. Okay? So we're home and hosed. Yeah, Gotham Chess. 5 million subscribers. He's doing some things that I might do, but one of them looks like he's John Travolta walking down in Saturday Night Fever, you know. You can tell him I said that because I think that he actually did that on purpose. He's walking down some street looking like he's John Travolta. Okay, I'm going to go queen here. And then, look, that pawn was outside of the king's box, as Nigel Short says it. Check. Mate. Now we can see that our king, yes, is in trouble. Maybe. Maybe, but maybe not. It's in trouble to some checks and that sort of thing. We've got the king is advanced. Now, if we go straight away, we're going to find a move. Like, we'll go queen c8 check. Yeah, good move, yeah. Because maybe black will be met with king f4, and then we'll be able to go queen f5 check, and we have to do all this analysis. But if we're in a blitz game, I don't know what my rating is. It keeps on going up and down and everywhere. So if we do a check here with the queen, because we want to move our queen, don't we? We really want to move our queen around the board. We're programmed that way because the queen's the most powerful piece, so she does the most damage. So we want to move the queen around the board, but it might not be the queen. We have to look at other things too. We have to look at f5 check. Do you think f5's the move? If king h3, but that pawn's really weak. But we like if we can get the king first or something. So if we go f5, we can see that king h3 is no good because the queen h1 is checkmate. Yeah? Checkmate! So that's no good. What about if king f4? Because the king can't take the pawn, even though the white queen wants to take this pawn or the rook wants to take this pawn. It's not your turn yet because this is a check. If we just went and played some wobbly move, then white might have found some nice way to nestle the king back to f3 and e, that sort of thing, or here. So we go f5, king here. What about that? Hold on. Queen check. What's that mean? King takes. Okay. Queen takes rook. Check. If rook f6, that looks quite good, doesn't it? Hang on though, because then we've got, isn't this pawn on f5? Then we've got queen takes rook. Checkmate. No, it's not checkmate yet, because the king goes to f4. Queen d4. We're having a field day though. I'm enjoying this. White is actually not enjoying it. I am. And we can play king f7, and then upon queen h7, we can go queen g7. Do you think I'm good at chess? Well, I'm good at lightning chess. So here we go. I'll play, and we'll have a look at king now here, okay? King f4. Then we've got queen e4 check, king g5, okay? So the king's on g5, the pawn's on f5, and the queen's on e4. We can all see queen here as checkmate because remember, the rook is now looking at the square even though it isn't initially. So we play f5 first. Oh, what one are we doing, Sparky? Check. Won't even go any further. The engine sees there's no point because they see who they're playing. Yeah? No, they don't. They don't care who's playing. Check. 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 Did I get what they say? Cocky. I don't usually use words like that, but did I get cocky? Yeah. Okay, 44. I've been up to about 88 and then I stopped, and then somehow it started again. That's the true story. Anyway, probably talking too much. Maybe I should just play some chess for you and move on. Anyway, that's good, isn't it? So I like to show that because I don't purposely do it, but I like to show it. So my FIDE rating for my rating for Rapid has been as high as in New Zealand at 2286. My rating tends to be around about 2000 for classical chess. Right, I'm going to concentrate now. This is what we're here for, isn't it? To watch the game. Yep, that's chess. That's why I say I'm still learning the game. Now, check to your queen. So tactics always help you in your game of chess. Even though you're very, very good, I know you're really, really good, but tactics really help you to sharpen up on those things. And I've just read recently that if you do puzzles, the engine says this, I think, if you do puzzles, your rating will improve by about 50 points, they reckon. I don't know if you can keep quoting that, because obviously if you do puzzles, your rating can't keep going up, you know. So this is not mine, but my own opening is this opening, okay? So we're going to ping this rook twice. So see what I mean by the coaching for myself helps me. Now look at my position for now look at my position for what is the I want to play rook here, and then rook h6, and then I've got back. So I'm saying they reckon not all the time. You can't just keep on saying, you said my rating would go up this much. It would go up 50 points every time I do puzzles. So that would mean that if you do 20 puzzles a day, your rating keeps on going up. Oh, it probably does. All that sort of stuff. Anyway, I better be careful I don't lose my knight. But I want to play rook here, and thereby I'm defending my knight. Let white play that. But then I've got to deal with h3, don't I? So I'm not sure that I actually want to do that. I don't know. I might just go for my initial move, which is this. But it's not very good. Oh dear, I'm not really enjoying this now. I'm talking too long. I'm going to lose this. So what's going to happen? He took the right way, didn't he? all that talk and it's cost me whiskey. He's just battening down the hatches, you see. That's all he has to do. Oh. I talked too much, didn't I, about that thing? That was terrible. Well done to my opponent, though. It's the pin, but I don't get anywhere with it. Oh dear. I talked through that too much, and about the 50 points that you can get for your rating if you do puzzles all the time, and I thought, no, you can't accumulate them that way. You can't keep, well, you might be able to. You probably can. You probably go up a few points every time you do it, at least. But I think the gap will close. I lost. Okay, right. Now I'm going to play my old pet line, okay? And I know it's the English, but I'm going to show you this pet line of mine, which is just this. And we're actually now in the Sicilian, backwards. And it's not turning out very well, is it? My opponent's playing really good. I'm going to play here, but I don't like it. My opponent's playing really well, but I probably would have taken that knight with my bishop as black. And I have to turn the computer off. This is my pet line, but I'm not doing very well on it. Okay, so we're going to go here then. Not enjoying this. Okay, well, he was a bit impetuous there, wasn't he? And the thing is because I'm impetuous, I recognise it when I see it. I think he's impetuous, but I might be being impetuous. So he's just lost a pawn there from Spain, my opponent. And, pardon me, my opponent's just lost a pawn, which probably against me is not a good idea. Sorry if I'm sounding facetious, but it's just my knowledge of my game, as I like pawns. Now, this knight is soft, okay, not anymore. After that move, it's not. And I meant for knight e7. So I could have gone rook here and captured that, regardless, almost. So the queen is now defending g7. So problems really help your chess so much. I can't stress that enough, okay? I know I'm stressing it a lot, but I can't stress it enough. I don't know if I want to get rid of my strong pawns after this move. I'd like to play f4, but I don't think I will. Shall I play f4 or shall I play here? That wasn't very good. Oh, it's all right. So I still threaten the Queen G7. I'm going to be careful for my pawn, and I've actually completed my development right now. I'm going to push this pawn because it's asked me, please push. You don't have to fight with these positions because sometimes they just tell you what move to play. Okay, well, we'll take this and we'll play here. So if I don't talk too much, I have to talk. I think I have to do some talking. But if I don't do too much, I usually do okay. As soon as I start talking, I don't. Had to pick and choose there. Oh no, my pawn. I'm finding he's playing really well, if you get what I'm saying. Check. Got to be careful, Dave. Are we going to go here? Right, I've got to concentrate now because we're rook and pawning game. Even though it looks pretty primo. I'm waiting for, shall we take that? I think I'll take it. Sparky. Take that. Now, I'm going to go D6. Oh, I don't know. I probably shouldn't have. I'll play like Magnus, especially if you're watching me. Check to your. Oh. I've lost on time again. Checkmate. Wow, I was lucky. I'm having a nice time watching. Don't worry about us. No, concentrate. Oh, well, I do worry about, of course I worry about you. That's what I'm here for. And I'm here for me, because I'm helping myself. I'm always learning this game of chess. It's just like, as soon as you get up yourself about it, especially me, I'm not saying you, but especially when I get up myself, and yeah, so the worst thing to do in chess is to go to a chess tournament and say, I'm going to win this tournament. That's the worst thing you can do. And the greats don't do that. Some of them go there and say, oh, you know what? And I'm here to play. Some of the champions, you know what the champions do? They go there to play chess. Magnus plays chess. We can only just have to look at a few games of Magnus to see what I'm saying is true. Magnus turns up and plays what? The Norwegian rat opening. What the heck is that? And that's what Magnus does. Magnus plays chess. He's there to play chess. And the John Nunns and all that, and that of the world, and the Paul Littlewoods of the world, they're there to play chess. And that's what they do. And that's what we're there for too, aren't we? We're there. We're not. Maybe Magnus is watching me, but we're not Magnus Carlsen. Okay? There's only one Magnus Carlsen. And my mother says to me, she's 98 and 1 month and 24 24 days old. Okay? 98, 1 month and 24 days old. She says there can only be one champion. Okay? And that's true. But he just turns up. He plays chess. He says every time he comes, I'm not after how many points I've got on the scoreboard. Oh, of course, to some extent he is, but he's there to play chess. And play chess he does. That's what he does. Okay. I watch the viewers, and a lot of viewers take off when they hear me talking like that instead of playing chess. But I know, because how can we not agree? Because we're talking about Magnus Carlsen, you know. We're talking, look at this point here, Queen takes and Queen takes knight. So this is all, I'm in my home bake. This is my home brew. Okay. Oh, white saw it. Check to your knight. Look at that move for a lightning move in lightning chess. I mean, do you want to play that against this sort of player? I can't quite see. Oh, I saw something about. Oh, my favourite GM, Gary Kasparov, world champion, of course. But I went for H6. I honestly did, and I had a pawn drop. But the thing is, my opponent's playing really well too, as well. Now maybe I can get away with this, Sparky, because this is really opening up, isn't it? This is really opening up, and might be in my opponent's favour. Look at this pawn. You see it? But this position's really warming up. I can't play the move Queen D4 yet, but I might be able to soon, Sparky. My opponent's played really well, I must say. My opponent's played a really sharp game. I'm going to see this pawn, pick it up, like William Hartson says, and put it in my coffee cup. And no chatting. Check. Might be missing something here. If Queen B3, I'm going Queen D5. See what I'm saying about the analysis stuff? It's really, really good for your chess. But I almost can play this, can't I? But I can't quite. I'm going to get rid of the Queen, because I did lose the Queen before, didn't I? I lost the... And because... Oh dear, that's a good move. That's a good move. My opponent's playing well. I've been saying that a lot, haven't I? But that's true. How many? Oh, okay. One more game. Oh, I'll have to be out of here, I think. I'm in pain. I've got to go get my other coffee. Going for a trip to Dunedin. And I'll say, Lord willing. If something happens to me. So, Gary Kasparov's my favourite. And Misha, the magician, is everyone's favourite. Everyone loves Misha, the magician. Everyone loves Misha. Who can't love Misha? I mean, he turns up and he plays chess. And he also can lose. He's been swindled, you know. out of a clear blue sky. He's been swindled. Now I'm playing a lot of the time. I'm playing after f6, but this is going down my main line, you know. I hardly even have to look. So listen to that pride. But this is my home bake. He lived for cigarettes as well. He definitely lived for cigarettes. Unusual move for me to play at this stage. On move 18 is c4, but I played it. I got all this, you know, it doesn't matter if I give that pawn up. I'll lock this bishop out, and this pawn is in the way of the bishop, of course. I can take this, thank you. If rook a8, then I go back to defend the pawn on a2, because the pawn wants to be defended. If I was Mikhail Tal, that's how I say it, then I would play that move too. I'd defend this pawn. I don't know if I would do that move, Dave, but I would defend that pawn because it's one of my tribe. Now, how do I get in here? First of all, I'm going to thin out the defenders. And it doesn't really matter if he captures on here. I think it might matter. We've gone over the time limit for the tournament. My opponent's grabbing that pawn, going, yes, I'll have that. Yeah. Dude, what are you doing? Now we threaten moves like here. No, we don't. We go here. We're not really too worried about the pawn because we've won one. And now we're threatening, we'll do a pre-move just to be cheeky. Now we're going to come back here and take this pawn. Oh no, we're not. Black's got different ideas. Right, I don't know. Might not be very good, Dave. Oh, what happened there? I don't know. So I worked out that tactic quick enough. Because king h5, queen, rook h7 check, king g6, otherwise rook g7 check and win the queen. And I had to watch out for the stalemate, didn't I? And I still have to watch out. There you go, here, check, queen takes, force move. I'll do that. Looks quite good. Might not be. Is for g3 check. I just knew that he was going to play. Oh, I'm going to play. Oh, what time is it? Okay, I'm going to play a little bit more. I don't know how long I'm going to play. So I'm trying to just say that it doesn't matter who. I'm sorry, I'm not here to do that. So thank you very much, Nicole. I hope I've got your name right. But yeah, sorry, I'm 62. I thought I said that I say that in the thumbnail for YouTube. Okay, my opponent's done Berserk mode and they're playing Magnus's move. I don't mind. I do, I'm scared, I'm shivering in my boots. Now G4, the bishop's pretty lame, isn't it? Do I do anything? Or nothing? Do I do something? Or do I do nothing? There's you just saw the great. Now because white's put their bishop to sleep, I don't have to worry about every move under the sun. But white's doing really well to... I know that white's reasonable rating. I know that. But the bishop's asleep in bed. It's not doing anything. So, but I'm possibly going to regret what I just said. Especially now, I reckon the bishop's really asleep. I'm enjoying this. It's not good for me to be enjoying it, because that's just not a good idea. Because I'm actually enjoying this. I love the 7th rank for the rook, of course, everyone does. Nimzovich says that a quick move into the enemy's camp like that rook on d3, look at it, is enough to... So we don't need the queen on here, we can move it here. So this is why you should develop. Da, 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 da. Too much talking. Too good. And the score is 5-3 to my opponent. I'm 5. My opponent's 3. But, yeah, that's just rubbish, that chess. Right, anyway, I don't know what the chat's all about. I might ignore the chat if it's going to go on the edge. Yeah, there are ways to deal with abuse on here, and you just get thrown off YouTube. You can't talk on YouTube anymore. So there are means. No one needs to understand. It's not about that. Oh, no! Mouse dropping. That's alright. Basically a rook up anyway. A knight up. Except for that move. So it's no good for me. Drop my mouse on there. I was going to go to rook e8, AE, e8. Already lost this player. It's 1-1. Now this knight's primo. Too late now. Is it? Right. Whoa, it's getting hot in here. Turn the heater off. What time is it? Why is the stream? Well, I am a grandpa, by the way. I'm a grandfather. I know I don't look it. I look like... I mean, I probably do with this hat on. Oh, dear, it's hard. What am I panicking for? on sunshine. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. I have to go now. Thank you very much. Yeah, I say hi to Tosset. And like I said, I am a grandfather. I'm a grandfather at least so many times over. And I'm also great. No, I'm not a great. What is it called now? I'm a great uncle. Is that right? I don't know. I'm also probably a great uncle, the way my older family are going. Anyway, thank you very much. See you later on The Muppet Show.